What rite of passage are men going through these days? Hundreds of years ago, men were going through a rite of passage. The elders, like the older males, would put a young man, like a teenage boy, through this rite of passage, something hard work, like working on the farm or some dangerous activity. And then his father and his brothers and his uncles would be stood there looking at this young man and saying, you're a man now. Imagine how you would feel if you went through that. Imagine if like men who you respected put you through something difficult and there was only men around. And then,
do you think men's safe spaces is valid or no? Yeah, everybody should have some kind of safe space to rant or complain or whatever. I think that's fine.
like some man that you truly respected put his hand on your shoulder and said your name and said you're a man now. What I've just described is seen as toxic in this modern day. I'm toxic. I'm so fucking toxic because that's exactly what I want to do for young men now. If that's toxic, then I'm toxic as fuck. One of my like long-term goals is I want to move somewhere very like safe so I can organize this in a safe way and buy out like this big fucking like space, this compound, you know, acres of land, and set up some like quite dangerous and challenging activities and invite for free a select number of my audience, you know, every year there's like 15 guys, and put them through a rite of passage right in front of me where I will like make you do some hard shit right in front of me, something that like is dangerous. And if you survive, if you get to the end of it, I will personally look at you and say that you're a man now, because we don't have these rites of passages anymore. Not only do we not just have, you know, this significant event that turns us into a man, we don't have any male spaces at all. This new inclusion, you know, this what's that word, inclusive sort of era where like when
I don't know how I don't know if I really want to get into this. Hey, fuck, I hate all of this. I don't want to talk about any of this today. It bothers me that he wants to talk so much about like becoming a man and all that shit. And then he's talking about rites of passages for becoming a man. But his concept of a rite of passage is like, is so stupid. I don't even know if he knows what they are or what they're for. Typically a rite of passage, especially one where you're becoming an adult, is not like you do an obstacle course and then you come out the other end and now you're an adult. It's fucking stupid. That's not that's an obstacle course, okay? That's like American Ninja. Traditionally, a rite of passage is usually, it's something that you have to spend some months of your life preparing for, and the preparation from that is supposed to show growth from child to adult. I don't know, Jewish people do, is it the bar mitzvah? Is that the one where you make your rite of passage into adulthood? I'm pretty sure you've got to study how to do the Torah for some shit. I'm sure there are other fucking life lessons that go on with that. I know in Catholicism, we did confirmation, where you pick like a saint and you follow their life, and you're supposed to draw parallels and learn and grow and blah, blah, blah. I know that I've seen like some native tribes do like these kind of rites of passage, but it's not just an obstacle course. It's usually you've had like a mentor or a tutor or a trainer or somebody you've looked up to that's guiding you for months or maybe a year or more at a time, where you're supposed to do things, and these are supposed to be like a rite of passage into adulthood. But it's not just like a one-off event. There's a whole, like, the one-off event is almost the least important part of it. Like it's like the ceremony or the signal of like, okay, you've done this or whatever, but there's supposed to be like a whole bunch of shit leading up to it. Maybe I'm just being like nitpicky or whatever, but like this feels like so stupid. It's like such a hollow understanding of like a rite of passage, but maybe, I don't know, maybe he knows all this and he just neglected to mention any of it. I don't know.
not allowed.
Bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.